Hello everyone, good evening. कैसे हैं आप सभी लोग? How are you everyone? So I hope many of you would have been excited about this session and hopefully I'll contribute more कि आपका enthusiasm और interest बना रहे. I saw yesterday's session as well. It was wonderful. And today we are back with OSINT series, as I must say, and this is the second session in the OSINT series, OSINT 2.0, we can call it like that. And without further ado, I have already done with the introduction and the basic stuff, so I'll be focusing on the content only. So in the last session, if you guys remember, what I had asked you, we were discussing something related to email OSINT. Who all checked? Who all searched more about this thing? I see some hands being raised. Okay, the session is being recorded. Okay, let me have a look. Mics are already allowed. Thank you so much. Shubham Kanodia has raised his hand. And why it's 3 times? I don't know. Okay. Pranavi, Sujan, great, great, great. Good responses. Happy. And I bet more people will be joining us soon. So let's have a quick recap of what all we discussed so far. We discussed something related to what is information gathering. We discussed why we are doing this open source intelligence and what all searches come into OSINT or open source intelligence. We discussed about what is active information gathering and passive information gathering. We discussed some details about the deep web, dark web, etc. Why are we doing the OSINT or why we are gathering all the information? We learned about the hackers methodology, and if I did not specially specified this hackers methodology, here you are. I hope you would be able to watch this on the screen. That it's hackers methodology. These are the 5 steps basically. That first you gather the information because this will help you actually see. There's also a term. Who just raise your hand who all know these terms. Rananiti banana ya yudh niti banana. I know it's a Hindi word. I'm not sure if all of you would be able to grasp the word. But yeah, just raise hands. Who all know what is yudh niti, ran niti? Any one of you, would you like to explain? Come forward and explain. What is this? Anyone?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Sadik.
Yeah, so I think the word you said, Yudh Niti Banana, right? Something like that, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So Yudh means war, Niti I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, and banana means to make. So I think कुछ plan बनाना है related to war, like strategy बनाना है for war.
Brilliant. Though you did not know the word niti, but you explained it very
Yeah,
well.
right.
Exactly, it is that thing only. Yudh means war, and we all know that World War One, World War Two, and let's not go to that extent. Just let's focus on India only. We all so many years ago we were having kingdoms, right? Raja, Raja, and they were having their Raja and Praja and all these concepts, typical in the word. Sorry, yeah, but kingdom, king and his king and its kingdom. And whenever there was this, see, greed is always there. Whenever someone wanted to acquire more area, they used to fight, and how they were planning the war, how they were going to strategize everything, that how they are going to win the war. You have to take down another kingdom, but how you are going to plan it? That is the place where this concept yuddha niti comes. And we are also doing the same thing, just the tables have turned. There is no kingdom, there is no king. It is just the victim and we are the attackers. That's it. So hackers methodology, first, very first step, information gathering. Then you will go to this scanning and enumeration part. And when I'm going with the scanning and enumeration part, you can see that basically technically they both are same. It's not much difference between the two when I'm talking about what is information gathering and what is enumeration. If you'll go to the scientific aspect, then you may have different meanings of the word enumeration, but let's not go there. Let's just focus on what we are doing. We are going to do the information gathering part, and we discuss we will be doing it in active and passive manner. Secondly, will be the scanning and enumeration part. Third will be gaining access, that you will be trying
Is it
to get.
a cyber kill chain?
No, not exactly. Cyber kill chain. Let me show that. That is different. Why I'm saying it different? Because they have categorized in a different. Mute yourself. Cyber kill chain is something like this. You will having the same similar steps, but it is more detailed. Like you will go to the recon
Mhm.
phase, and there will be weaponization, delivery, exploitation, installation, command and control, actions on objectives. This is actually what you call cyber kill chain, but we are not focusing on that right now. I'm giving you a more general aspect. Okay,
Okay.
that's hackers methodology for you guys. We will be coming soon to this as well. Cyber kill chain. I've made this silly creature as well. Okay, but let's not deviate. Gaining access, maintaining access, plus I have written privilege escalation. Now, what is privilege escalation? Again, I'll bring one Hindi word, that is Vishesh Adhikar. And just like Sadik did, I'll break this word into two. Vishesh means something special, and Adhikar means authority, special authority. And it is only given to some selected person. For an example, a principal can be a special principal of your school, or the director of your school, or owner of your company. They all are privileged. They all are people with special privileges, Vishesh Adhikar, right? And you would always try to strive to get a privilege escalation. You will always try to get some special access, special authority. Even though your first attempt would be to gain a normal user shell, then you will be escalating yourself. You will be exploiting some of the other vulnerabilities on that system to ultimately gain a root shell or something like that. I often, and in fact, not even I, many people love calling it getting a root shell. That's privilege escalation for you, Vishesh Adhikar. And now covering up the tracks. When you have already hacked the system, you will now what you will try to do. You will try to cover up the tracks. You will maybe try to clear up the logs if they were created, and obviously they will be created. So you will try to clear up all the logs. You will try to erase all the steps. Why we are erasing everything? Because you have attacked the system. There has been a victim. There has been a case. There has been a crime, right? There will be a forensics team, there will be some investigators who will try to track you down and put you into jail. And come on, I'm just taking it in on a general behalf. Of course, many of us will be ethical ones. We won't be doing it anything for selfish motives, and nothing. We are not going to do anything related to black or gray hat hacking. Okay. But still, it is one thing covering up tracks. Even a penetration tester who is working for the company, he will also try to cover up the tracks, because in fact, even in this phase, when you try to cover up the tracks, the company will also be interested to know that even if a hacker is trying to get into that system, or he or she would have successfully got a shell into that system, and that person is able to clear up the logs. How they are able to clear up the logs? What is the vulnerability which is making them, which is allowing them to clear up the logs? So you will be completing all these phases in a systematic order. And sorry, I could not see the name of the person. There was a girl who called who pointed out cyber kill chain. That is again a similar topic. By why I'm saying similar, because you saw it earlier, right? The phases, they were pretty simple. Reconnaissance phase, the initialization thing, that you will start with the recon phase only. Then you will try to create the exploit. Then you will think about how you're going to deliver that exploit. Then, of course, the maintaining, gaining access part. How are you going to exploit that system? I'll zoom out for you so that you can also find some examples I've written over here, that how you can get the information, how you can think of making some weapons. Weapons are nothing but the payloads. How you are going to deliver your, how you are planning, how you are, how you are planning to get your attack done or your motive executed on that target system. Then exploitation, how you are going to exploit the system, how you are going to install malware. You will first attack on the target. Maybe you will find some vulnerability, or you will find some zero-day exploits. Or you may also have human vulnerability, which can be easily pointed out by social engineering. Then there is this installation step that you would like to install some malware or a backdoor or so on your system so that you could get your entry into that system whenever you feel like. Then there is command and control. Here I can again call it as maintaining access, because again here you will try to get a stable access. You will try to command and control the entire system. And last but not the least, the ultimate step, actions on objectives, meaning you will try to you will try to do whatever you want. You gain the shell on the victim with some purpose in your mind. You will try to fulfill that purpose. If your purpose was to gain some data, you will try to exfiltrate that out. You will try to the data breaches. Let's take an example of data breaches. I got successfully into the system of Domino's network, and I was able to extract out the database of all the users who were ordering pizza for the day. So that is something what I was planning to do. That was my objective, to get the data, and I was successfully able to do that. So this is the final step, that is to actually complete your motive behind attacking the system. That's it. And I've also written, you can read all this stuff. And yeah, that would be pretty much about cyber kill chain. Now let's again focus to hackers methodology. And one more thing which I am discussing specifically for today, that will be Google Docs. Just let me know, did we cover this Google Docs previously? Did we had a session of Google Docking, or it was not there? Hmm. Okay, Anisha says no. Okay, Google Docking. Who all are listening this word for the first time? Google Docking. Just raise your hands. That will help me. Okay, 10, 13. All right. Great. Great, great, great. Okay, I got the answer. So let's discuss this Google Docking. What the hell this is? Let's have it. In simple words, you will be using some operators, or you will be using some specialized keywords, and your objective would be to fine tune, or you can call it, you will refine your search results. Now how you are going to do that, let's find out. Again, I'll be bringing out my doodle notes. I'm happy one of the attendee called it doodle notes, and I was quite happy. Though it was just for fun, you can call it anything you want, but yeah. So Google Docking, when we are talking about docking, it's just a technique. It is highlighted over here. No need to get into the definition, but only point what is docking. You're going to fine tune your results. How you're going to how you're going to fine tune your results. You can have a couple of operators as well as some keywords mentioned over here. Are you able to see and? Are you able to see these double quotes, or operator, the wildcard, hyphen, or you can call it minus, plus operator, plus you have these keywords. Let's just have a quick example of each and everything. Just name a topic which you would like to say study. I guess for an example, let's talk about digital forensics, or maybe cloud security, or malware analysis. Let's have a quick search. I'll be using Brave as my browser. You can take any browser. It will work on every browser. No need for that. So you all are familiar with this thing, right? Let's just filter something like, I want to look for courses, as some people would have been able to see this one. Let me do this. Now let's do this. I don't want to reveal any secrets. Yeah, so google.com, pretty cheesy and something you see quite often. Let me go ahead and have a search. Like, I want a course on malware, or not even malware. I want something on reverse engineering, right? So as you can see the number of results. Are you able to see, you are able to like physically see that this number is huge. But I want just video content, or I want some books related to reverse engineering. I can do something. I can do some magic, and not even in fact magic. This is what I'm calling Google Dorking. I'll be using a word site colon, and I'll mention that I need some content related to, or I will specify that I need content only that is available on Google Drives. Let's search Google. Sorry, so drive.google.com. And now see, you got only 45 results, but I'm positive that when I'm going to click on these resources, I'm going to get either some PDFs, or if lucky, I'll be able to get some video content, because I don't know many people who are the video fans or the PDF fans, but I do enjoy watching videos a lot. So I'll prefer video content over the books. So let's have a look. Okay, they are requiring some sign in. Okay, maybe I'll just query this out and this one, the normal browsing and not in incognito. Let's have a look. Reverse engineering. Okay, so it says the folder is empty. That's a bummer, no issue. Let's check if I'm able to find this book. And see, I got this book. You can check the pages, 329. It's by Harlan Carvey. And I got this entire book. But again, we need some video content, right? Let's see if we can have some courses. It's written Udemy. So let's see. Okay, this is again PDF. They will be having some links. Not a good thing to watch. Again a PDF, again a PDF. Maybe not many people have created much content on reverse engineering. No problem. Let's change the topic. Let's go to maybe digital forensics. And these are PDF, PDF, PDF. There's a PPT as well, you can see here. Let's have a look. How's the PPT? Okay, KCG College of Technology. A quick OSINT question. You have to find the location of this college. KCG College of Technology. I'm giving you 30 seconds. Where is this located? Is it in India, or is it maybe not in India, maybe in abroad? Let's see how many people are able to get the location. KCG College. If I would have to find out, how would I do it? I'll just do this thing. And okay, it is in India, and it says it's in Chennai. Okay, pretty much okay for now. I got the location, it's in Chennai. Maybe if I'll Google more, I'll be able to find the campus location. Then I'll be able to see the students as well, who all are the students of this college, etc., etc. Again, coming back to the point, that was just a small activity. So there's this thing called PGP, Pretty Good Privacy, and this is the digital forensics slide, which you can see. I was also interested in some PDF. Okay, nothing much, nothing interesting. Let's see if we can have some video content. There's this, okay, there's untitled. Let's see if there is this some video or something. No, not content, no issues. Now, if I want to specify, these are the, see, all this thing which I'm searching, this is the content which many of you would be interested in looking. Right now, I haven't got much interesting stuff instead of these PDFs. If I would like to have the video content, it's all luck based. I'll show you for malware. Earlier only I was searching for it and I got so many videos. I thought there will be more in digital forensics or something like that, but that was not the case. See, here is this expert malware analysis and reverse engineering Udemy. And okay, this was also a book. Where did I saw that thing? Practical, ethical hacking. This is surely going to give me some videos now. Yep, here you go. I search for the complete ethical hacking course and you can see the content, anonymity online. And let's wait, see the video content which is already there. So it depends upon the topic which you are looking online, first thing. And if you are really lucky, you will be able to get more and more content. So this is a Google Doc for you, site:/drive.google.com. So I'll just copy paste this one here. This is the very first doc which we saw today, that was site. And for example, I'll pin this down. And it is not limited to this google.com only. You can also filter this out, like you want some content, you want to look for cloud security solutions, and you want these solutions specifically for a nation. Let's say I just want to see solutions in Canada. So I hope you would be knowing this thing, that CA stands for Canada, IN stands for India. Any guesses for Pakistan? It's PK. Okay. And apart from PK, you also can have a look at IE, that is Ireland. Okay, this is something you would have to guess. What is AU? Anyone who would like to unmute and call? What is this AU? Speak. Australia. Yeah, I can see so many chat boxes. Great, great, great work. And if I switch to JP, what am I going to get? Not August, Shubham. Yeah, Japan is the right answer. Great, great, great. August is a month and it can also be a name of a person. Right now, we are mentioning AU as a domain. You see, there is this domain .com. Similarly, you can also see some domain extensions like .org, .in for India. I was talking about that. Okay. And any guesses for this one? Are you? JP, Japan. Very good. Thank you, Vivek. Rusi. Yes, it's Russia. Great job, guys. And to just prove that point, I'll just Google this one, cloud security solutions, and I have mentioned that I want only the results in Russia, in Russian only. So here you can see RU cloud security. You can see the extension .ru. And to make it a little bit more interesting, I'll mention JP because in Japanese or Chinese, you can see the language as well. Let's see if we can find out some content. Okay, this is Z scaler, JP. Let's have a look about the content. Hopefully it will not be translated, so you will be able to get all the, yeah, funny looking characters. See, this is all Japanese. See, this entire thing is written into Japanese, so you can confirm that this is indeed a Japanese website. How am I confirming Japanese? मैंने सीखी है भाई, so I know what it is written. I won't be translating it though, but yeah. And this was Japanese, and we can also apply the same things. You can go for IE, that is Ireland, and let's see cloud security solutions, IE. Let's see solutions in Ireland. So this is a website which you were able to see with this extension. So again, a quick revision, what we have done so far, just the site example. This is the example site drive.google.com, and here you can add a keyword which you want to search, the content which you want to see. And the next thing which we tried with site was .in, or you can do it, sorry, not .in, you just specified in. You can also do something like RU. And again, one another example, JP. Now there are further docs as well, like file type, colon, and this is not a surprise, this is PDF. You can search for PDF or you can search for doc, that is Google document. So let's go back. By the way, this is also something which you can see for yourself. You can just mention docs.google.com. This will also give you some good things. Here you go. CCSK study guide, Azure security checklist, and checklists are good. So let's see. And yeah, so you got this entire checklist. Now I'm going to save this one. This is actually a nice finding I found. So I'll just save it. maybe I'm able to get the entire Azure security checklist. So this was nice. Those who are not sure what Azure is, just take it as some X factor right now. There will be more sessions on Azure as well as on cloud security. So at that point, we will be covering entire stuff. But right now, I'll just limit down to OSINT, or else I would have to schedule 2, 3 more sessions on OSINT only. So I'll just try to limit down on these factors. But yeah, the point, I hope you would have understood. You can also do this thing. You can do more permutation and combination with the thing. So I'm not going to contribute much towards to it. Now let's focus on something else. As I was saying, file type. Yes. So let's have a book. You all might have heard about this name, Shom series. Right? And if not, you are hearing now. Okay. The Shom series, and you can mention Shom series DSA, and you can mention file type colon PDF. Now what I'll be having these books. As you can see, this is the second. Okay, this is a, I don't know, it's just something. There is a PDF, no doubt about it, but it is not the book which I was looking. So I'll just cancel this one out. And again, I'll be looking into other stuff. Okay, here is again a book. Let's see. And there's this Mumbai University archive dot something something. Let's go to this as well. Let's see if we're able to have the PDF. It's not the book I was expecting, but it is kind of like an index of the topics. No problem. Okay, there you go. This is the book which I was looking for. This is in C++. You can also specify the title of the book and you will be able to get the books easily. So no need to buy these books. You can just download the PDF or you can just print it out or something like that. But again, there is one catch if you want the latest content, because these are the things you can see. This is a 2017 book, quite old, around 6 years or so. It's old. So if you want latest content, it will be difficult, but yes, you can again use some more filters to even fine tune your searches. There is also a page in Google which is called this one, advanced Google search, and you can click here and you will have this nice page for you where you can specify the things which you want to search for. Like you can mention all the words which you want. You can also mention the exact phrase. You can also give some choices. You can also narrow the results by region if you only want to see search results for USA or maybe only India. You can do that. For site or domain, you can again select. You can mention all these terms and then you can finally click on advanced search. So this is also one handy tool. I'll put this link into this as well. This is advanced Google search, and what we are currently learning is simply Google dorking, and we are just learning and we are going through these some points. Till now, we have looked for site, and the another one was file type.pdf. Coming to a couple of more. Now I'll be explaining you some dots which are related to finding uh, specific content in URL. So what you will do is you will type in URL and okay, excuse me for these. I'll do it like this. In URL, okay. Again, I'll mention the colon, which is important, and then I can mention what I want to look for. Let's say I want something related to malware. I'll hit enter. This is again a common thing when you will be using the Google Docs for a couple of time, for a number of times, you will be asked to confirm if you would be asked to verify you are not a robot or something. So yeah, it's something normal. Please do not panic. Yeah. So I have searched for something. I have mentioned this keyword. That keyword was malware. And I've also mentioned that please find this keyword in the URL. So this is the doc in URL. And you can search for any topic here. Like I'll go simply click here and see you have this word written malware in the URL. Again, couple of searches more and I'll show you that again. See this malware word is written in your URL. So this was in URL. Similar to this, you will also have a terminology called in title. And what is a title, by the way? So let me give you again an example. I'll open a test PHP website, a dummy website. If you want, I can also share the link in the chat bar, not in the chat box. I'll mention it here something below. Yeah. So you can see here, this is written Home of Equinetics Art. This is actually this tab. This highlight of this tab, this is the title. And how you can confirm it, you can either press Control U from your keyboard, or you can do like you can do this, right click, view page source, and you will be greeted with this HTML content. Focus on this tag, the title tag, Home of Equinetics Art. Now, if I want to search for some specific keywords that I want in the title, I can mention in title. And let's again do something in title malware. You would be able to see this malware word being being popped out into the title. Let's have a look. Control U. Let's check for title and see there is this word written anti-malware. Again, this malware word is being highlighted. Plus, there is also this word related to malware bytes. Getting it? You can also be more precise. You can also mention all in title. What this keyword all will do, this will try to put the exact keywords which you are mentioning. Right now, I just used this word malware. If you want just malware keyword only in the title, then you can mention all in title. And now see, the results have shifted, the results have changed. Now again, if we look for the title, let's Control U this thing, and again let's check with the title. Where is it? Why am I not able to see? Okay, it's some weird language, but yeah, you are getting it. Not the result which I was expecting, but yeah, I guess you won't be confused with the concept. If you are using all, it will try to look for the exact keywords which you have mentioned here. And similar to these, you will be having more concepts like site was one which you saw. There is in URL, in title, all in text, all in URL, file type, in text, in site. And inside means something which is on the site. If you're watching some content on your website, it can be any kind of site. You can also mention, you can filter this one out. I'm not showing a demo because I have lots of things for you today. So I'll hope that you will try to practice this stuff out, and let's move forward. Okay, these operators are again important. Let's say I want to search for cyber mentor, and see there are a couple of results. Not a couple, there are huge results. Cyber mentor is actually Heath Maverick Adams, so I'm having such similar results. Now, if I want to filter a couple of things, like I don't want, okay, we can just filter it out. I just want cyber mentor. I'll put this word and I'll give this another name, a popular guy, that is Elon Musk. Now, what I'm going to get as in my search results, I'll be having content related to cyber mentor and Elon Musk. Now, this and is actually something like this. It's an logical and operator. And here you would be able to see some content which will be related to both these people. You would be able to get some content related to Elon Musk, or you would be able to get content related to Heath Adams. And not even Heath Adams, this is Cyber Mentor. Let me mention Heath Adams specifically so it will give even refined results. Okay, so this is Heath Adams for you, and you are getting all these results: Elon Musk, and you will be having Heath Adams as well, maybe somewhere. In the beginning, you saw Elon Musk is there, Josh Adams. See, there's also this word, and it is saying Josh, but it is again Alex Heath. So it is giving you the results related to both these characters. How you are going to use these particular operators? Well, that depends upon you and the type of investigation you are carrying out. I cannot give some crude examples so that you could um, pinpoint and learn what the operators are doing, but Yeah, I'm just giving you some examples that okay, these things are there which you should be looking, and these things can come in handy when you are looking for some searches. Okay, now how to use these operators, hyphen or the plus operators. Let me go ahead and search for this site colon tryhackme.com. I'm sure you would be familiar with this one. And when I'm looking for tryhackme.com, I can, what I can do is I can remove pages like, also remove pages related to, um, it's just something what I'm trying to do is I just want the tryhackme links. I'm trying to point everything related to tryhackme. But again, I'm trying to remove the forums page. I'm not interested in the forums column. I can also remove more such stuff like hyphen contact contact us page. So it will also filter this one, and see there are now just machines. Let's see, this is a machine. Okay, this is not a machine, it's the public profile Naruto. What machines he has done, you can also he or she has done. He's in top 22%. Yearly activity, okay, pretty huge, like nice. But again, this was not the ultimate task which we're looking for. We were just discussing that how you can filter out, how you can search for specific domains by using this hyphen operator. And now if all this stuff is getting you a bit boring or something like that, I have an even interesting thing for you. How do you search for a particular wireless network? Well, let me boil it down for you. Now we will be focusing on wireless OSINT. Apart from Google docking or the things which we use for advanced or the filtered Google searches, we can also focus on wireless networks as well as IoT devices. We can search for them online. And by the way, if you ever want, you can also search for this webcam XP5. This will give you live footage. See, this is a live footage again. And if I'll freeze I'll not move my screen, you can just see that all these things are moving. And for instance, you can just take an example of this car, this gray car, and just observe the movement. This is a live footage which is being delivered to you, and this is a webcam XP. All right, and this is the port number on which it is streaming your entire footage. Now, this is not something which I searched. I just looked for some webcams and I got this as my top search. Then there are more. There's one more. Let's see if we can have a footage of some other place. You can also filter this one out, or I'll give you some specific docs that how you can look for particular brands of particular cameras or something like that. This is also a footage which is about to come, and see. Uh, okay, I think these are some screenshots. This is not an actual streaming, these are just some pages. Yeah, this is not the live footage, but okay, now you're connecting to host. This is again live stream. And how I can say that? See, it is live. Can you see can you check the numbers moving? This is again like going on. It's like live footage. Though no one is there, no one is moving, but this camera is being hosted. Now, this is a vulnerability actually, guys, because whosoever has installed this camera on their, obviously it's looking like someone's home. They have not secured it. There is no firewall and it is being streamed online on the internet. This is a flaw they should have checked, but no problem. You can also check for smartphone, maybe. Let's say it's connecting. So this is some smartphone. And now you're also having this thing, Shodan. I'll come back to it in a couple of minutes. Let's again scroll a little bit more. I have not used some specific doc. I've just Googled for webcam XP. I will give you this doc if you want on your DMs or on maybe on WhatsApp. Okay. So you can do this thing. There's also someone has written in title. It can give you a hint that what that Google Doc actually is. If you'll just specify in title colon, and this will give you more results. But yeah, this we have seen already. We'll filter out for more IPs, but again, we are deviating. So I'll just again. Okay, this was a Shodan search. What is Shodan will cover in just a couple of minutes. But right now, why I showed you these all webcams, because I wanted to make a point that all the devices which are online, you can have access to them. You can have, say, you can enumerate more about them. A popular extension or popular tool is Shodan.io, and this will require a subscription. It will certainly require an account. What you can do for a free account services are okay-ish, I must say. If I want to search for webcam here, webcam XP5, it will give me a huge list of all the cameras it found online along with their IP. Okay, it's not giving me, maybe I have given something wrong. Webcam XP5. This was giving results here, right? Webcam, okay. Space. See, here you got the results, right? Webcam XP5. And right now, again, you got these, you got the result. Earlier, I had missed out the space. So here you can see there are total 154 results. And you can see that there is this IP and this is the status of your connection. And you can see a live footage again. I have not even logged in. See, but this is completely online. Then you can have some more. This is in France, this is in the United States. You are having the IP addresses. And if you are lucky, you will get a live streaming, live footage. See, again. And apart from the footage, you are able to see what are the open ports. You can have a thing related. You will have also this thing, CVEs as well. I'll also show you that as well. Right now, it's simply the online devices which are there. And when it comes to online devices, I have given you an example of webcam. But apart from webcam, you can also search for other IoT devices as well. Because whatever device which is coming online, well, we all know what Internet of Things is. Okay, so this was Shodan, the website. You can also have it on your Kali machine or the Linux machine. It is pre-installed in Kali systems. One more thing which is interesting, really interesting of this Shodan, and that is its extension. Um, 737. Please don't bother me for this attendance link. I am not the person responsible for this one, this attendance thing. Yeah, I was saying Shodan extension, right? So you can search for this thing, Shodan extension, and for the particular browser which you want. I have installed it on Chrome, and it kind of looks like this. This is the logo or the icon of Shodan, this one. I have already enabled it. That's why it is giving me this option of removing, but you don't have to remove it. Just see this one. I have opened this website. The Shodan.io is giving me the IP address of this website. It is giving me the host name. It is also giving me the ports which are open. And if I go to these two buttons which I'm having over here, view IP details, it will show me the details related to the IP. And if I also go and click on view domain details, I'll have more information related to the domain. And you can see here domain records and other stuff. One interesting thing, I'll open a site for you that is hide01.ir. Just observe what Shodan can literally do. I'll open this website. This is hide01.ir. I'll just search. I'll let Shodan do its magic, and you will be able to see that this extension will find many vulnerabilities without even interacting with this main website. Let's just wait for it to get loaded. And this is completely free. Nothing to pay, nothing, absolutely free. You can get it anywhere. Let's just wait why it's not working. Maybe that website is down. Let me check again here. Okay, maybe the website is down. I'll share the screenshots. I have no other choice. I can't wait much for this website to get loaded. This was Shodan, and there can be more tools as well. And it's not an ability. There are many tools which you can have, but since we are discussing about open source and it's completely free, so we are just looking at some basic tools which you can always have a look for in the beginning. Yeah. Now coming to the wireless part, so I'll encourage you to visit this website, that is weigel.net, and I'll share this link with you guys as well. I'm just listing all the links here. And this is for your wireless networks. Let's say I'll block this one first of all. This, okay, I have already logged in. Okay. Now, what is this all about? This is kind of like what you're watching here, this purple and these things. These are actually your wireless networks present in that area. You can pinpoint for a particular location. I can use the current location, but I have blocked this website from knowing my current location. So what I can do is I can search for some places. I hope nobody is from Jaisalmer, or no worries, we can have Jaisalmer, Rajasthan. So this is something which we are getting. Let's just wait and let's see if we are having some wireless connections over here. Okay, so it's starting to become a bit clear. Dr. KL, something colony. Okay, it's getting blurred out. Let's look for some other location. I don't know why it's taking much time for it to get loaded. You will get some check boxes here actually. These purple thing which you are watching, this is actually the network density cloud. You can see the more purple it is, the bluish shade which you're having, that means there is a huge network of wireless connections. You can see tiny square dots over here. Let me again try to zoom in. Hopefully this time it will not. Okay, let's just wait. See, now it's getting a bit by bit, it's getting more and more refined, and you can see these small square boxes. Let's click over here and see. Again, this it is being more refined, and on which I clicked on this. Let's just wait. Let's wait for it to get loaded, and there's this Mandir Palace, and see nearest network. I am able to get the latitude and longitude for that place. I can have the SSID, and this is the all the information. You can also have the entire address. So if you are particularly okay, why this information is helpful for you? If you are particularly looking for a place with some wireless connections, or you're looking for some free Wi-Fi, this will definitely come in handy. You can select these options, like you can select possible free net, and I'll just mention Jaipur only. I'm not going to complicate it much further, just Jaipur, and let's wait. Now you can see the network. I have selected possible free net, and I'll also select possible commercial net, and gradually let's focus more. See, I am based in Jaipur, so I'm just searching for Jaipur. You can select your place. Also, you can look for places near you. Okay, maybe आपके पड़ोसी का Wi-Fi, maybe your neighbor's Wi-Fi. You can go ahead and just have a look. See, okay, so let's scroll further. There's this BSNL Jaipur Wi-Fi EMP. Let's click here. Let's wait. This is Yudhishthir Marg, Jaipur Municipal Corporation, SSID Jaipur Wi-Fi EMP, and encryption is unknown. Possibly, if I go there, I can go ahead and try to connect with this Wi-Fi. Of course, I can deselect this one and let's again look for free Wi-Fi. Encryption is WPA. Unknown. Again, Jaipur Wi-Fi. Encryption unknown. There are so many Jaipur Wi-Fi stuff here. Okay, WPA2. Now, this is again a question for you to note which one is the securest, or there's no such thing for securest, but yeah, which is the most secure protocol being used these days for Wi-Fi. You can have a look at that. Is it WPA2? Is it WPA? You can go ahead and have fun. One more funny, interesting place I was looking, I think it was Himmat Nagar. Mm, Khadi Bhandar, Himmat Nagar. No, not this location. Let me just do it like this. All right, let's again filter more. I was looking for free net. Okay, by the way, you can specify this date range. Plus, you can also go to this option. You can go to info, you can go to uploads, you can go to view, and you can also go to this advanced search. Right now, till now, what I've been doing is I was just looking for some Wi-Fi connections on the map. But if you want some specific results, you can select your location from here. You can also search for Bluetooths if they are available, like live Bluetooth connections. You can also look for Wi-Fi or cellular details. And you can also have a general search where you can mention the location, some network characteristics. You can also specify the SSID, like if I want to search for um, some particular organization's network. Let's name some company, ABC company. So ABC company, it is possible that it will be having a Wi-Fi with its own name. So you can Google it out here. So this is this advanced search for you, a good tool when it comes to wireless OSINT. And yeah, for IoT you got Shodan. There will be more tools, but right now I'll limit my search to these two popular ones. Now coming back to website, this will be the third phase of our session, and now I'll be discussing on website OSINT. Why do we need website OSINT? How are we going to do that? Are these some questions? Ramya, Priyanka, are you guys having some questions? I see your hands are raised. Priyanka, any question? Okay, your mic is disabled. Someone says it's enabled. No, I haven't disabled.
Till now it was disabled and now it's working fine.
Okay. So the girl who is answering, she's also Priyanka, and the one who has raised her hand, she's also Priyanka. So, Priyanka, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are.
The other Priyanka, Priyanka with the hand raised.
Okay.
Yeah. Any question, Priyanka? I guess I'll lower your hand. Thank you, Priyanka, for answering. Both the Priyankas. Um, Lower hand. I think your name was. Okay, I can only see Priyanka. Thank you, Priyanka. All right, coming to the next point, website related OSINT. Now this is a completely different aspect. Till now, what we have done so far, we searched what is Google. We know we got some instances of what is Google dorking, how you can do it, how you can fine tune your researches. By the way, one more thing, when it comes to Google dorking, it is not limited to just Google. You can also have Bing dorking or something like that. You can also have Yandex related dorks available. There are some couple of good resources which I insist you should be checking. And those are, you can simply search for Google Docs for bug bounty or Google Docs for beginners and just mention this magic word, that is GitHub. This will give you a brief list of all the docs which you can use. Hopefully this will give me some, okay, this is a program, don't go here. I need just text files. Yeah, cheat sheet will do the thing. So yeah, this is something which again I'll add in your resources. Probably I'll mention it in your chat as well. Okay, I see some message. I once delivered this vulnerability on wireless network called crack. Is it exploitable? What vulnerability did you deliver? Sorry, discovered. What kind of vulnerability did you find? Munyabi Masuka. Is it Japanese? Sorry, I'm not able to pronounce your name. If you can see the screen, I'm talking to you. What vulnerability? Or maybe you can connect with me later in the chats. We'll just focus on this question. It would have been really interesting if you could share your insights. But anyway, so I've given you this Google Docs as well. And as you saw earlier, when I was looking for Google Docs, there is this thing which came up, Google Docs for bug bounty. Again, excuse me for spelling, but this is Google Docs again, which you can use for your bug bounty thing. Now, who all are familiar with this bug bounty? Just raise your hands. Okay, Preenu knows what is bug bounty. Have you done bug bounty, Preenu? Bug bounty hunting?
Yeah, I am trying.
Okay, so any, okay, learning. Great, great.
Actually, I found a bug of cross-site scripting, but it's out of scope, so bad luck.
I can get it. I can totally feel you. There are so many bugs whenever you go for learning bug bounty hunting. You will learn many bugs, but yeah, it's a really hard thing. In fact, I have felt the same thing. I can say that, yeah, I've been there, so it's okay. See, when it comes to bug bounty, again, I'll show you something if I'm having. Okay, this is just this much which I'm having. What is bug bounty? You can have the public programs and you can have the private programs. Public programs, if you want to, you can go ahead and search for these websites like Bug Crowd. See, number one, not number one, like I'm just listing out. I cannot rank them. No one actually. Hacker one. You can also search for integrity. Let me go ahead and integrity. These are all bug bounty platforms. You can register yourself over here and you can look for programs, the public programs. What is a public program? Actually, these are nothing but some websites which are offering you, they are inviting you to test on their domains, and you can test on their domains and you can report the vulnerabilities which you are getting on their system. And if that is a valid bug, they will give you some sort of reward. Maybe they will give you some appreciation letter, some certificate, some swag, some, obviously, some cash. As you can see in the there, this is Dockle, and they are giving up to 2,500 euros for finding up a vulnerability. And when it comes to private platforms, you can use Google Docs. Again, I'll mention this link. This is specifically for bug bounty, and I found this doc quite useful and in handy. I can see learning. Today I have reported 2 bugs yesterday. Great. In URL responsible disclosure. Good job, others. Hopefully, I just hope that they don't turn into duplicates, and hopefully you'll get your reward. So, as Prino said, that was out of scope, right? Now we'll take some time and we'll discuss what is in scope and out of scope. Public platform, I've discussed what it is and how you can register yourself. And you can see apply to a program. No, cancel. Let's go to a program. Yeah. Let's click here. You can click on submit report, but I think it will ask for a sign in again. Yeah, they're asking for a sign in, but no, absolutely no problem. See, this is something which you call public platforms. You can search for private programs as well. I'll give you some docs. I'll simply search for Insight. Um, you can do this Insight, or you can copy paste some docs like docs.txt. You can find something. If someone wants hoodie, or if someone wants responsible disclosure of at least $50, or you can filter out, see, disclosure reward, and this person has mentioned European sites. So you can select from this wide variety of dorks. I'll select this one with $50. I find it quite interesting, and let's simply search for it. You can also make it 500 if you want, and let's go ahead. Now what you will be going to watch is responsible disclosure program, and these are something which have this policy that by chance, accidentally, if you find some or the other bug into their websites, please report to them. They will give you some reward over your findings. Now, how you're going to report, they have this responsible disclosure is like an agreement which which will outline what all you can hunt and what all you should expect from the company against your findings. Like, should you be expecting some cash reward, or or you should be expecting some hall of fame or something like that. They will mention everything in this responsible disclosure policy document. And here you can see they have given you some, if you believe you have found a security vulnerability, please report. How? If you are, see, if you're an independent researcher, something, join our bug bounty program. And this is all the steps they have mentioned. I think they have, yeah. Are they doing something related to out of scope or in scope? So they have not mentioned it, something like that. But see, there is generally one thing. Just imagine you found a bug into the contact us page of a website. Do you have any good target? Others, let's talk later. Like after a couple of minutes, we'll talk about this. Okay. Yeah, as I was saying, so in scope and out of scope, and we were talking about contact us page. Yeah, this is also right. Gaurav, you're saying right. It's a whole हिंदी में बोल तो एक अलग दर्द दुख पीड़ा इसके साथ जुड़ी हुई है. बट अभी अपन कंटेंट पे ध्यान देते हैं. बग बाउंटी को मैं अपन अलग से डिस्कस कर लेंगे. ओके. सो या अगेन एज आई वाज सेइंग, इन स्कोप एंड आउट ऑफ स्कोप, लेट मी फिनिश दिस टॉपिक वरना फिर एक और सेशन अटेंड करना पड़ेगा आपको. ऑलराइट. सो या इन स्कोप, imagine that there is this contact us page in a website, and on contact us page there is absolutely nothing except for the details. You will be having your email address or your phone numbers or the names of the person who you can approach. That's it. If a person is finding a vulnerability on that page, it is not going to do much harm to the main asset or the main company's website. All you would try to do is some client side attacks, or maybe just on the HTML or the front end side, nothing on the back end, right? So what companies do is to just be very clear with the researchers. They just mention all these pages like contact us pages, forums. .com or something like that. They will exclude them from giving. They will exclude these domains, subdomains, from the bug bounty program, so that no one tries to waste, and so that no one can look for low hanging fruits like HTML injection or open redirection or something like that. In scope, the opposite of out of scope areas. There is also this in scope there where they will be highlighting all the domains on which you can do the pen testing. Guys, do take a deep breath. If this entire conversation about bug bounty is not something which you are liking, just bear with me for a couple of minutes and then we'll switch back to our OSINT. All right. But this is again an interesting topic because many of us would be students, and when we are students, we have much time. Instead of scrolling Instagram or social media, we can invest that into hunting for bugs because this will also give you a good amount of knowledge that how vulnerabilities exist and how they can be conquered. So yeah, inside they will be mentioning all the assets on which you can hunt, and you will also be having some things related to in scope bugs and out of scope bugs. Let me give you a quick example. I'll go to this website test PHP for a quick demonstration. I'm just going to search for this one. This is nothing but an HTML input, marquee H1 Batman, and I'll simply search for it. It was a successful HTML injection because the HTML code got executed on the system. What will happen if I reload this? Or maybe I'll send this link to you and you try to open this one. Or I can do this thing as well. I'll open it in incognito and let's see if you are able to have this result again. Am I having the result again? No. So this website only showed me this attack, this injection attack on my side only. It was just on my client side. I'm the client. I'm only having this vulnerability on my side, my end. That's it. It's not giving much harm to the company unless and until I escalate this vulnerability to some severe stuff like defacement or something like that. So what they will do, they will completely put this HTML injection in out of scope category, and they won't be giving me any bug or bounty for this one. This is just an informational bug that that the company believe that they should not be having, but they still have this small issue, but it's still not doing much harm to the company. So they will just put it into the out of scope section. So yeah, this was what I wanted to mention. It was just a connected topic when it comes to bug bounty hunting, and Prenu also discussed about the herb finding upon cross-site scripting and how it got this out of scope thing. So I just explained what this scenario was. Now let's focus on the websites. When it comes to website OSINT, when you're looking for the websites, first thing, why you will be looking forward for a website, why you want a website details. See, website will help you to obtain much information about your target, about the employees which are there in your company. You learned about email enumeration and other stuff in the previous session, and today what you will be learning about it how you can grab much information about the website, starting with the who is record. Now what I'm going to do is, I am from GIT, Global Institute of Technology. You would be from your own universities. I searched for a keyword. What was that? No, no, no. We looked for a university, right, which was in Chennai. Okay, let's forget that. Even I have forgotten what the name of the university was. What I want to tell you guys is that you go to this website, that is who.is, or you can go to whoisdomaintools.com. And if you want to know details about the who is record, and if you guys want to know what is a who is record, please have this information with you. Who is kind of like a special record. It's like a protocol. If you want to explain, you can call it a protocol. This will allow it will allow you to query the databases. And if I have to put it in even simpler words, it is just this who is. And yes, mind you, this is not who with a space, this is who is intact. Okay. So who is kind of like a public database that will have all the information related to the registered domains. Okay. Now we all know what a domain is. We all know what DNS is, domain name system, domain name resolution. I'm not going to cover these topics. And if someone feels that they are being stuck with this, please Google. We are already learning what information gathering is. You can Google for some similar such terms. So let's search for a domain. These are the previous domains which I looked for. Let's just select this one and see. I like this interface. See with the cursor wherever it is moving, it is giving me a cool design. But again, let's focus on GIT Jaipur. Let's search and let's find out this document. Let me validate this one and let's see what I get. First, we are going to have a look at how a whois record looks like. This is how a whois record looks like. You can have the information related to the registrar who registered the domain. You can have the status, and you can have the IP address, the location, and the sensitive information as well. This is how a whois record will look. You can also have some sensitive details like the numbers which you are getting over here, the email address which you are getting over here. You can have more sensitive information. I saw the name. Okay, here you can see registry tech ID. This is not available, but yeah, this is the tech name Naman Kandoi. Now you can copy this one and find who is this person. See, he is this person, the CEO of this company, and very easily you were able to pinpoint this person. You were also able to see there is some details related to the Kandui group, and now you can get your wheels spinning and you can learn more and more about this one. I'm also able to have this Instagram account. Let's see if it is tying to the same person. And I believe it is the same person if you look very carefully. You are getting the LinkedIn profile, and I believe these two people are the same. So I think I got his Instagram handle as well. So just from this detail, which was the whois record of a particular university, you were able to get some names. And when you checked for these names, and these are not just general users. He's the CEO of this entire group, and if you want, you can also. He's the director of. This is a new update. He was also the CEO of our college, and you can also have other things as well. There is easy leads. Let's check. Naman Kondoi, CEO. You can also, I think we will be able to get the number. Let's see. Mm, no, it's not there. They're asking for a free. Okay, it's going to charge you for the number maybe. But yeah, the point which I wanted to explain, a vulnerable whois record. You were able to pinpoint some person, a human, which who you could target. You were able to find his Instagram ID. Hopefully, if I'll look for other keywords like Naman Kondoi, and I can use the plus operator, or I can type Twitter. Maybe I'll have his Twitter accounts. Maybe. Okay. Okay. This is work mob. Sorry. And see again another page. I'm having his video as well. And see how this chaining is leading. One thing is leading to another stuff. Now I won't be doing much digging into this topic because obviously this will lead to some breach of privacy, and specifically it's an online broadcast session with a huge audience. So I won't be digging further into this. This was just something which I accidentally got my hands on. We can also search for other stuff. We can search for the same thing, GIT Jaipur, over this website as well. And if you see this document, I have mentioned all these websites, everything which is written with purple link. These are all websites who can give you the information related to your whois record. You will have this whois record. And the details which you got over here, these are actually, they should have been redacted for privacy. Let me go ahead and search for some other domains. Let's use this one only. Whois lookup. Let me search for grass.com. Let's hit search. Everybody has unmuted themselves. Ashutosh, yeah, would you like to say something? Please don't play the music. That was absurd and that this behavior won't be accepted. I hope there was a genuine reason why you unmuted yourself. All right. Now I'm showing you this who is record for grass.com and see. Again, this is the who is record and see here, this is the text. You are not able to see the registrant phone number because that has been redacted for privacy. Now, what is going on? You can see other things as well, admin name, and everything is redacted for privacy. This is how a whois record should be when it is not vulnerable and when it is secure. Why? Because whois record is something which is an open database and you would be having the details related to your domains and everything. But at the same time, you should the companies would be paying something extra to hide some sensitive informations related to your registrar. The early domain which I showed, that was not what say that domain was not hiding these information. The sensitive information was being public, but here, as you can see, this information has been made private. Extra amount you would have to give to simply remove this content from being outsourced. So this was who is data for you. Apart from who is, what other things you can look for when you are looking for a website. Okay, these are some specific key terminology. Just I'll share this link. I'll share these notes with you so you will have a gist of whatever which was being taught today. You will have just give it a read, nothing to know, nothing to save. Just give it a read and you'll be pretty much good to follow up for the next session. Yeah. So now next thing, IP enumeration. If I want to look for IP address of a particular domain, I can use these tools. These are practically your command line tools. And for this demonstration, I'll open my VM machine. So let me open this up. Yeah, so we are there with our machine. Let me clear this one out. Let me put the first command, that is host, and I'll give it some IP address like www.google.com, and this will give me the IP address. If IP version 6 is also available, you will be able to get this one. So this was the first command, host, and these commands are for IP enumeration. Next command which I'm going to use, that is ns lookup, and again www dot, this time let's say facebook.com, and you will be able to get related IPs. Let's just give it a while. Yeah, there you go. This is the, okay, this is not the one, this one. This is the public IP, and you are also able to get the name as well as the IP version 6 address. This was for IP enumeration of your target domain. DNS server lookup, if you want to look for the DNS servers, and that too if you want to use online tools, you can use dig command, or you can also use this in command line mode as well. Dig www.facebook.com, and this will dig out all the related information. If you want a specific server information, like if I want to have some details about the MX server, that is mail exchange server, you can mention that as well, and this will give you some even more specific information related to this. Okay, there is some communication error, but let's see. Did I find something interesting? I found the C name, that is canonical name, and in MX there was nothing interesting. Let me go ahead and search for, let me give you something about Hack the Box. Yeah, see, this is your search result for Hack the Box. This was the Hack the Box domain which I selected. I'm just digging out for the DNS servers. looking for DNS server related information. And see, these are all the MX servers. Now, guys, if you are getting confused that what is MX, what is canonical, or something like that, okay, you are asking private IP. Gaurav, um, please wait. Private IP, it's a really separate topic, yeah. We'll discuss it later on. I guess I'll discuss with Sir that will try to bring more such sessions. Private IP is a core networking concept, so I won't be bringing that right now. We'll talk later on over this topic. Please make a note, someone, that this common questions are being asked related to networking also. The other question was always have a static IP address. Gaurav, I'll recommend you to have some watch some videos, either YouTube or just do a OSINT about this networking tutorials, or maybe you can do this thing. Site colon www dot sorry site and look for networking lectures. This will help you. I'm not mocking. I'm actually being serious. You can look for some networks related, basic networking fundamental knowledge. Guys, you can also look for CCN related courses. Okay. So yeah, this will help you guys. And if not this, then we'll be arranging some sessions for you guys so that you will be able to get some, you know, clarity over this topic as well. I hope Gaurav, will that be fine? Yeah, Harvester is also there for credential harvesting. I'm not doing that today. It's already 1.5 hours. I'll give you a Brahmastra after in 8 minutes. Okay. Harvester don't work, guys. Please limit the discussion to WhatsApp only. We'll discuss. I'm there for you guys for explaining all these topics. So Harvester is also there. I'll be giving you this. Okay, let me show it to you. You can search for this thing, guys. That is OSINT framework. Whatever we are discussing today, this entire thing will boil down to this OSINT framework. If you want to look for some usernames, if you want to look for some email addresses, domain names, IP addresses, maybe some images, videos, or docs, here's a huge list: training, documentation, threat intelligence. Click over any topic. Let's say we did email addressing, we also did username enumeration. Username search engines, you can click over here. This will again branch out to these topics. If you want to look for a particular person's username, you can use this website. Just click here and this will redirect you to the website. So this is the OSINT framework which I was going to share with you guys at the later end of this session, but I see there were some questions related to Harvester and private IP, so I believe I should be sharing it with you right now only. You can have a look. You can go around and explore this entire thing. Telephone numbers, public records. It's just a framework. You can use all the tools which we were discussing. And for IP addresses, we use these commands. We used host and NS lookup, but apart from that, you can look for neighbor domains and other stuff. Let's see. See this again, wireless network information. Weigel, we have completed this one. There's another one. I'm giving it for you. You can have a look. Network analysis tools. Okay, we don't have to look for a network analysis for now. We were just looking for some host or port discovery, and these are some tools for you again. So this was OSINT framework, but again, right now that was not something to be discussed, but yeah. We were discussing about DIG and these DNS domain name servers and everything. So what are these? Let me go back to the topic, main topic. You can go to TryHackMe, or I'll show these notes. I think I've shared this with you as well. You can see these are kind of DNS servers which you can query. A, what is A? It's IPv4 addresses. You saw this MX, right? This was mail servers. You can see SOA. There was this SOA previously here. See? So I'm just querying for the specific DNS servers. You can read more about these topics. Okay. So this was dig for you. And coming now for next subdomain enumeration, you can go to DNS dumpster, or you can simply do it something like this. Just Google it, subdomain finder, and this will lead you to this site again. And you can just list out the domain on which you want, you can just mention the main domain, and this will give you all the related subdomains for that. Let me give you the example demonstration. Try hack me. I'll look for try hack me and I'll click on search. And there you go. You are able to get the IP address, quite basic stuff. Plus, you are able to get these subdomains: assets.tryhackme.com, blog.tryhackme.com, help, remote, resources, store, and this main domain again. So this was subdomain enumeration. When and where you will be doing this subdomain enumeration for the pen testing part or the bug bounty. For bug bounty, it is always recommended to check for low hanging fruits in subdomains. And if not, yeah, we'll be discussing later on. Okay, next, if you want to find out underlying web technologies, like, okay, this is a website. Let me open some random website. Hopefully, none of the examples which I'm showing you online, they will report me. This is entirely for educational purpose. Plus, this is, I'm not doing anything dangerous. It is something I'm just showing it for OSINT related issues. I've taken JCRC University. What I'll be doing is I'll just simply look for the underlying technologies which it is using. So what you can do is you can use Vaporizer. I have not enabled it on Brave. No problem. I'll just use it somewhere else. See, this is the extension for Vaporizer. Again, you can simply Google it. Vaporizer extension for Firefox, Brave, Chrome, whichever browser you are using. And this will give you the related information, like it is using the version, or it is using WordPress CMS and the version, the programming languages which are being used, the CDN network, galleries, analytics, blogs, blah, blah, blah. You can see all this thing. They are using JavaScript library, they are using jQuery, etc. See? So this is an extension for you. Apart from this, you can also look for this website called Built With. And this is again the technology lookup. Mention the domain which you want to find. Like I want this one. So I'll copy this link, mention it here, remove these special characters, and just look up. You can see all the widgets which it is showing. Cloudflare radar. We saw it, Cloudflare here as well. See, Cloudflare. PHP. This is also you saw earlier. And you can see JS, cPanel, content delivery network, JS deliver, and other stuff, jQuery, JavaScript libraries, etc. So these are the some tools which you can use for finding the underlying web technologies, okay, of your target. It can be anything. Okay, there is one more thing, similar web, what runs. You can use these two as well. I'm not showing the demonstration. I'll leave something for you guys as well. Okay, and again, I've mentioned this Shodan extension. Shodan extension, it's up to you how you're going to pronounce it. Shodan will also give you information about related to open ports as well as CVEs. What is a CVE? CVE stands for common vulnerabilities and exposures, and this is actually a list. The CVEs was given by MITRE in attack tactic. Sorry, it was a MITRE. It is actually a MITRE, MITRE. This is the organization which has given this terminology CVE, and under which it has categorized all the vulnerabilities and the findings. Why it has done it? For the identification and categorization part, and you can check this out. Coming to web archives, I think this will be the last topic for today. What are web archives? Anyone who would like to initiate this topic, or else I'll simply conclude this one. Anyone who knows what is the meaning of archive? What do you understand by web archive?
Archive is, ma'am, like something like we have kept in our cupboards long ago, something related to that. And
Very
web
good, good answer.
archive is like old websites. Like there is a website, I don't don't remember the correct name. Waybackmachine.com. Am I right?
Perfect. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's the one which I was going to bring it in.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So
it's a
yeah, the
recorded.
old website I stores in the in that website Wayback Machine, and we can even select the time period from which time we want to have that website. How does it look and all that thing.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. So, Sadiq has already explained it, and in fact, Gaurav and Munya B Masuka. How should I pronounce you, yaar? Can you just unmute and pronounce your name? I don't think this is your main name, right? It's not your name.
It's
Maybe I'll do
Munya.
your. Okay, Munya. Thank
Munya.
you so much. Munya. Okay. Or else, what I was planning, I would have taken your email address and I would have performed an OSINT on it, and I would have looked for related usernames and everything. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, you guys can do it. I've also shared the OSINT framework for you. Venkatesh, do you have a question? I saw your hand raised.